Good evening. I'm sorry I'm a couple of minutes late. A bit bright. I couldn't get the technology to function properly, so I'm just having to hold the camera for a moment. I'm just going to log on to the page just to make sure that we're live and I can share the feed, which hopefully won't take me a minute. Hello, Mum. Nice to see you. Oh, there I am. Just making sure I'm there. Hello, Mum. Right, yes, so I couldn't get the technology working this evening, so we're going handheld, and which means that when I set the camera up above, I'll just have to give it a second so I can check on the screen that you can see what I'm doing, because otherwise it would be a bit pointless. Hi Judith, hi Gwen. I've been playing around with this new light, and it's a daylight bulb. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's too much. Hi Judith, hi Tracy. So we'll just let some more people pop. Oh yeah. Oh, I've just because of the delay, I've just seen what you could see when that light went on. Ugh, horrendous. Right, so we are. Hi Leslie. We are stitching up the poppy kit. Now, if you didn't get a poppy kit, that's absolutely fine. You can still watch and enjoy the Facebook Live. I'm going to do a little bit of a giveaway, but I'll tell you the details about that further along into the live. Sort of always throws you a bit when technology doesn't work for you. It is quite irritating, but we will persevere. I've got, it's the wrong finger, we're okay. Yoda on my finger. It's what happens when you have kids, isn't it? You end up with ridiculous plasters on your fingers. Although it could have been worse. It could have been, I don't know. I'll take Yoda. Right, I'm going to move you up to, I'll show you. Shall I show you? Instead of just pointing. So this is where you're going to be, up here, and then my work surface is down here. There you are there. So I'm just going to move you, and I'm hoping that when I do that, I'll be able to see on the laptop that you can see what I'm doing. So there'll be rustling for a moment, so I hope you'll excuse me while I do that. And I'll just pause for a second to see if that's the right way. You can see, not really. Let's move it this way. Sorry about the crackling that's going to happen. How's that? Let's wait a second. The problem is that it's on a delay. So as soon as that's better, as soon as I do something, I have to wait a minute. I'm going to put on my lamp, and hopefully that's going to then be even brighter for you. This lamp is absolutely super. Oh, that's probably a bit bright now, isn't it? Let's just let it adjust and see. Oh, I can do. Oh, gracious me! It moves its head. I'll just see if that is better. I think that's probably better. Right. So anyway, yes, I'm going to stitch up the glitter felt because I've already made a poppy with the matte felt, so I thought I'll stitch up this one. I haven't got the other template. Where's that? Might that be? In the kit you got a piece that looked like this. This is the petal piece. You also got a piece that was a leaf, which I don't seem to have, so I'll just have to go freestyle with that. It's annoying me that this is not set up quite right, but this is what happens sometimes. Right, so the first thing we're going to do is our poppy pieces. Now, some of you will have got the embroidery thread with 3 strands, and some of you would have got the single stranded. If you've got the single stranded, fab. If you've got the 6 stranded, you'll need to split that up into 2 strands. I'm going to just load up the live onto a larger screen so I can see all the comments. Ah, there we go. Hi Heather, hi Viv.
Hi, Leslie. Oh, pause my voice. Oh, you got the glitter fabric, Heather. But perfect. Finger is okay. Finger is fine. It's a little bit sore, but Yoda is seeing me through my hard times. Right, so I'm jumping ahead of the game a bit there. So I'm going to get my glitter felt, and I'm going to cut out 4 of these this size. Where are my little scissors? Bear with, I'm going to grab my little scissors because it's easier to work with my little scissors. It's like the mummy and the baby. Can you see that? It's the mummy and the baby. Cute. Anyway, it's not refreshing. So here we go. I'm going to be a little bit wasteful, but you can squidge yours on, and that way you'll definitely have enough. I'm hoping that you can see that. This light, even though this is a daylight bulb, I feel like this is not the right bulb for this event. Let's just turn it off a second. That's probably now a bit too dark. Let's just wait. Oh, sorry, I know that I'm pausing. Yes, they're rainbow baby scissors. I'm going to keep it like that. I think that's probably a bit better. Yeah, rainbow baby scissors. Cute, aren't they? Embroidery scissors. And then we've got the big pair. I just love them. They cut so beautifully. So let's cut that a bit neater now. Oh yeah, better light. Yeah, thanks Mum. Yeah, I thought that might have been better. It's all well and good, the daylight bulb, when you're in person. It really makes a difference. It's quite super. Because this craft room is actually quite dark. So obviously it's not the right light for Facebook Lives. So anyway, how are we all? I hope you are all well. I'm sorry that I had to postpone this to today. But as we know, I am accident prone. And these things are sent to try us. So, yes, sorry. We're cutting 4 of these out, just using the template that came in your kit. Or if you didn't order the kit, pretty much it's a heart with the bottom cut off. So that's more or less what the shape is. I've done one side slightly bigger than the other side because it gives the poppy a little bit extra character. There we are. So while I'm cutting these out, I'm gonna do the donation after we've made the poppy. So altogether we've raised £102. Now Sharon, I don't know if Sharon's watching. I can't see if Sharon's watching, but Sharon, she purchased one of the kits, and her brownie group each donated £3, and they've made the poppies. And then Sharon has transferred me that money to donate along with the donation. So that's what's topped it up to £102. She donated £36 on behalf of her brownie group, and I'm just thrilled about it. I just am absolutely thrilled about it. I loved the brownies when I was younger. I was a sixer, obviously, naturally. So was my sister. And so I'm just absolutely thrilled. I just think that's absolutely wonderful. So Sharon, thank you very much for that. That's... Whoop. There we are. Yeah, so we're going to be donating that £102 later on in the live. Right, so I've just threaded my needle and I'm just doing a knot. Or should I? I'll do the... No, we'll go to the black first. Problem is I'm all 6s and 7s now because I had this great thing about having, you know, the switch studio on and doing all the different angles. I don't know why, but every time I try and do that, it fails somehow. So it throws you off. Right, I'm doing the black. What we're doing here... Hi, Edge. Nice to see you. It's a good time for you. How's little William? Is he sleeping? Now, I must tell you all about Sebastian's school assembly today. He did a school assembly all about the Great Fire of London, and he was singing and dancing. I may have shed a little tear. I'm not going to lie to you, because it was just wonderful, and he was so happy about it. He just had the best time. He really was just thrilled that I was there, and you know, I tried to get to as many things as I can, but he was just absolutely thrilled. He really was. I'm just going to have a slurp of my tea. It is tea, I promise. There we are. The colour is not normally what I'd go for, but the eldest made the tea. Not the eldest adult, the eldest child. Right, so on your, excuse me, on your pieces, this is where we're going to do the stamen. So what I like to do is do 3. So one going off in one direction, then a centre one, and then one at the side. You can vary the lengths of those if you want. I'm just going to do it while I'm chatting, because otherwise we're going to be here all night. So basically, it's up to you what size stitches you do. I tend to go for is that a centimetre? It's about a centimetre, isn't it? But you can do them larger if you want. Let me bring it nearer so you can see. So as I said, I can't really see what you can see. Hi Cindy, nice to see you. Right, so once you've done your line, we're going to do a French knot. Now, if you've not done a French knot before, this is how you do it. So you're going to come up. You're going to come up at where your stitches end, and you're going to bring your thread all the way through. Now this is called your worker thread. So that's the thread that's attached to your piece and it's attached to your needle. It's not the tail, this is your worker thread. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your needle and you're going to push it up against your worker thread. I don't know if you can see that, but you're going to have your needle against your worker thread. Then you're going to take your needle and you're going to wrap it round. Normally it's twice, but sometimes I like to do 3. And then you're going to just keep hold of that thread and then place the needle back through the hole and give that a gentle pull so it's taut. Okay, then you're taking your needle all the way through and you end up with your knot. I'm hoping that you can see that. I've just brought that a little bit closer, so hopefully you can see. So we're going to do that times 3 on each of these. Lovely. So what else has been happening today? Let me think if there's any... Oh, don't use that finger, Abigail. What else has been happening today? We've had the builders in all week, having the house plastered and painted and whatnot. I'll give them their dues. They're very good. Every time when I get home from school, the school run, they've packed everything away. They've put everything back where it should be, and they've hoovered. How's the finger? It's a little bit sore. Oh yes, my grandma unfortunately had an accident today. She came off her bicycle. I made a little knot back there. So we were all very concerned. Mum and my auntie. Mad dashed up to Addenbrooke's, our hospital, because she was taken up in an ambulance. But thankfully she is fine, you know, sore, but fine. So we're very grateful for that. She is, how old is she, Mum? 80, I want to say 88, but I daren't age her. Right, so there's one done. Gorgeous. And as I say, you can do your stitches longer if you want to, and then it won't take you half as long. 88. See, did I say 88? 88. Well, of course, she was cycling up to the hairdressers because that's what she does on a bicycle. She's not your normal 88-year-old by any stretch of the imagination. She is more like a 60-year-old. And honestly, I just keep my fingers crossed that I've inherited those genes. Did everyone see that I've added the batik onto the website today? I know that Karen has seen it because she was my first She was the first person to place an order of it. And I did confess to my mum earlier that I have had this batik here a week, and I've sort of not wanted to upload it because I just like looking at it so much. I know that obviously once things sell out I'll replace them, but it's just so pretty. It really is. Just, I feel like it's really good for the soul because it's just so beautiful to look at. Right. Very quiet in the comments, everybody. Tell me about your day. I can see all the comments. Let me know what's happening. What have you been up to today? Hi, Claire. Has anyone got any exciting plans for the weekend? Because I don't. You see, the problem is oh, I've got many planes, but the ones that are matching are not here quite yet. I'll have matching planes for a lot of the batiks in January, because something is happening in January that I can't tell you about. But I'll have matching planes. Oh, Christmas shopping. That is super Christmas shopping. I do need to do my Christmas shopping. Well, I've organised a trip with a friend and her daughter and my daughter to go Christmas shopping, so I'm excited about that. I really love big shopping centres at Christmas. I normally hate them for most of the year, but when it's Christmas, I just love it. It just makes me so happy. So I'm just doing these Stamen. I'm on to the third one already, so it's not really like it's... I know it probably feels like I'm taking my time, but it is my third one. Have I frozen? Because I've frozen on my laptop. Let me know if you can still see me. Because it's frozen on here. I'll just keep going. Oh, it's not frozen. It's frozen on my laptop. Oh, I wonder why that is. Oh well. If you're not frozen, that's absolutely fine. Oh, it's actually kicked me off on my laptop. How very odd. So this is my third. And I'm just going to do the Stamen for this one. I'm running out of thread for this bit, so I think that's going to just be a little bit fiddly. 1, 2. Did anybody see Hayley from Craft Yourself Silly's video about going into the Joann's shop in America? If you haven't seen it, you must have a look. I'm just going to see if this is still live. It says I'm still live. Oh yes, I am. Oh yes, lovely. Oh, you've got a cold, Maria. Oh no. Oh yes, Fat Quarters Viv, they're on their way to you. Oh, Judith, you've got the builders in. Oh, Sandra, your mum was 88. Yeah, see, it's amazing, isn't it? Yes, sorry, right. Now I'm back in the game. Now I know. I don't know why my laptop decided to start playing the video again. Yes, it's on her page, on the Craft Yourself Silly page, and she's absolutely in her element, and it's quite super. Oh, have I threaded that right? So don't go now, but watch it after. Because I'm doing a giveaway, don't forget, towards the end of this video, so don't go anywhere. Right, so I'm just going to do the last 3 stamen on this petal. This iPhone holder my mum bought me about a year ago now. First cold in 5 years. Wow, that's amazing. I seem to constantly have colds. I think that's the problem with having... The children go to 3 different schools. So I think that they just bring home so many more bugs. I don't know if that's actually a thing, but it feels like that's a thing. Although I said we're not doing anything at the weekend, there are fireworks in Ely this weekend, so we'll probably go and watch them. I've borrowed Jaden's phone and his friend is messaging him. That's the noise that you can hear. Oh, my tea's gone ever so cold, I think. I'll have another sip in a second. Right, so there we go. That's the stamen done. I love it like that. I think that's absolutely gorgeous. Just use my little scissors to sip. Look at that glitter. That glitter, it's just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Right, pausing for a sip of tea. Oh, look, well, I've got this next to me. If any of you go to America or are in America and go to Bath and Body Works, this candle, honestly, is the most delicious candle I've ever smelt. Pumpkin apple. It's run out now. It won't light anymore, but I have it in here because it smells so good, just without it being lit. Pumpkin apple. Right, so now we're going to blanket stitch around yeah, it's always getting the bugs. Yeah, we are, I must admit, we're still hearing the fireworks, and I was a bit annoyed the other night. They started going off Tuesday night, 10 o'clock at night, and they were probably about 10 doors down, and I just thought, you know, it's probably a bit unnecessary, but that might just be me being miserable. Probably is me being miserable. Right, so I've knotted the end of that. Now what I tend to do, I can't say I've ever been taught blanket stitch or if I've ever looked at how you should do it properly. I just do it this way, and that's the way I do it. Hi Mary. So I go in from the, whichever way up your piece is, up, I always go in, I go down through the right side and have my knot there. Then I go through the right side again and I loop my thread. Which I haven't actually looped my thread. I unlooped it. No, now I've unlooped it. Honestly, I probably should concentrate. I'm looking at the comments, seeing what everyone's up to. And then you're going, always going into the right side of the piece. And always hooking your fabric, hooking your thread. Hooking your thread. You can do it like that, or you can do it as you're going. Like so. So you're going in, you're going above your worker thread, as we talked about earlier. That's your worker thread. You're going above that, then you're pulling it out, and then you'll have your blanket stitch. Obviously it's a bit hard to see because it's the same colour, but no, that was intentional, because it looks gorgeous close up, but from a distance it just looks like a lovely poppy. So I'll just go around this one. So let me talk to you about my giveaway. I have got here Oh, where have I gone with that? I've got a little design roll of spotty cotton. I think there's 18 strips in this roll, 2.5 inch strips. I think there's 18, there might be 17. But this is what I'm going to give away, and I'm going to just pick somebody randomly from the comments. So you can have this lovely, lovely strip roll. It is absolutely gorgeous. This is something we sell on the website, but I thought it might be nice to give one to somebody this evening. Just going around this. I tend not to bother about the spacing. I'm not bothered about how, you know, particular distances between each stitch. Not bothered about that at all. Mum, I'm not sure that it would be fair if you won, but I will include you because you are on the stream and you are commenting. And you were in the bowl the other night when I did the draw. Your name was in the bowl. Because you have bought things from Avid Crafts at full price. Just going to do this one and then I'll probably leave the others because it's taking its time to go through. It's a little bit tricky with my finger because normally I'd really be involving my finger in this, but so I'm just going to probably just do this one and then move on. So I hopefully you can sort of see that round there. Hopefully. This is a bit more of a more laid back live than I normally do. I'm normally really overexcited. I think because you're up there and I'm sipping my tea now. But anyway, right, so I don't know what my percentage like is up. My percent is up there. I'll just have a little check on my percent. Actually, I don't know if you can do that while you're live. So if it goes, if it runs out of percent, it runs out of percent, and I'll just have to log back on. Right, so to join all your petals up together, oh yes, also you'd cut out your leaf with the glitter or your felt, and you would blanket stitch around that as well. I'm not going to bother doing that because I know you can do that. You don't need me to show you how to do that. So to join all these up together, it's very, very, very similar to the Kandashi flower situation. So work and talk at the same time. I do stick my tongue out when I'm doing things. So I feel you there. Right, so what you're going to do is go in about 1 centimetre from the edge with your needle. Come through, and what you want to do is tie a knot at the end of your thread. Let's see how far in that is. It's about 2 inches, so you're going to have a long tail at the end. Let's just double knot that. So you're going to have a long tail at the end there, and then you're just going to do a loose stitch along. So I've come down, I've gone up. So 1, 2, 3, about 4 stitches. 4 running, so a running stitch. So actually I've only got, drop my needle. I've only got 1 stitch in the centre there, and I've come out there. So then I'm going to do that on all 4 pieces. But this time I'm going to go, I've come up this piece, so I'm going to go down this one. Oh, you got 4 poppies out of it, Pamela. Oh, I'm thrilled. I'm absolutely thrilled. Wonderful. I've also bought a poppy from a gentleman in, actually I've bought about 4 so far because I just, when they're out there in the cold, I think, oh, I'll just buy another poppy. I'll just buy another one. And in fact, the other night we went into the co-op and we were going in. I didn't have any change, but Sebastian really wanted a poppy. And so I said to Seb, oh, well, we'll get some change from the shop and we'll come back out, as we will, and we'll get a poppy. So we got the change, we came out, Seb put his money in the pot, and the chap said, I was packing up to leave when you came, but because you said you were going to come back, I've waited for you. I just thought, oh, that is so lovely. Really lovely. So Seb was pleased, the man was pleased, I was pleased. Happy days. Hi Julie. How are you? Lovely to see you. Right, so I've nearly joined these together. I'm probably doing that so you can't even see what I'm doing, but it's very tricky with a sore finger and you have no idea what you can see and what you can't see. Right, so now these are all joined together. I'm going to take my needle off because I've got no need for that now, and I'll probably just poke myself with it anyway. So what I'm going to do is take both ends. Now the different glitters. The glitter felt is quite tough, so you might want to just manhandle it a little before you fold it up, just to loosen it up a little bit. The felt, the normal felt, you won't have a problem. But what we're going to do is take both ends, making sure they're all facing the right way, and we're just going to sort of shunt them along the thread. Bear with. Right, facing the right way. And we're just going to pull the ends. I know that you can't really see that because my hand's in the way. I'm going to pull the ends like that. Do you see? Like that. Now, don't worry about the position of the petals at the moment. You just want to make sure that that is a small little circle in the centre. Then you're going to take your threads and you're going to knot them together. If you can find the ends. Now, this is tricky to do if you're if you have an injury, so maybe get another person involved. But you want to just pull that as tight as you can, and knot, just a regular knot, and then trim off your ends. I used a poppy for the template. That's a super idea. So now you've got your poppy and you just want to manipulate those petals. What I like to do is I have one over and then this one over this one over this one, like so. Really, really beautiful. Then if you've done your leaf, you can use your hot glue gun if you want, or you can hand stitch it on. That's up to you. Let's bring that a bit closer so you can hopefully see. I think that's absolutely gorgeous. Now you get your button and you can hot glue that on, or you can stitch that on. I am a fan of the hot glue method. Typically my hot glue gun has got no charge. You know what I'm like. And you got your clip. So on the other side, you can either stitch this on or hot glue gun that on, up to you. So I've got one. This is the felt version, the matte version, and then you've got the glitter version. I'm going to finish this off for Lily because she wants a poppy for tomorrow. Thank you, Julie. That is so kind of you. Yeah, really cute, isn't it, Adge? Really cute. Oh, sorry, Adge is my sister, Adrienne. So I will finish that off. I need to charge my hot glue gun because I like it. I like it glued on. Because I really like to press it down. So yeah, there we are. So there is our poppy. Obviously, sort of half finished. Sort of half done. Let me cut out a leaf. I don't want it to look like it's completely unfinished. But if you don't know what, basically, for every kit, the profits are going to the Poppy Appeal, which I'm about to do the donation for. So it was £3 a kit is going directly to the Poppy Appeal. And including the money that lovely Sharon has donated from her brownie group, we've got £102 to donate. So I'm going to do that it's a PayPal, it's called Donate with PayPal Giving Fund. I've lined up already exactly onto the page, so I'm hoping that it doesn't kick me out when I try to do it. So I'll bring the camera down and I'll flip you around so you can see, and we'll do the donation. So it's going to crack a bit. Oh, that was just my skin. Hold on. There we go. And I'm just going to plug you in because you're running out of battery. So I've got the computer over here. Don't know if you can see, but I've typed in £102 and hopefully this will come up with the donate. Oh, I've just got to log into PayPal. 1 second, we're logging in. That's my chair creaking. Oh, PayPal balance, £102. So if I bring you up here, hopefully you can, I'll bring the laptop nearer. Hopefully you can see. So this, we're donating via giving to the Poppy Appeal. It doesn't say that on there, but it is on there. We're donating via PayPal because I kept all the money in the PayPal. We'll click Pay Now. Just make sure that is right. Pay Now. And it's processing. And we'll just let that process. And there we go. Thanks for your donation. You can't see, can you? Thanks for your donation. And that's £102 donated directly to the Poppy Appeal, the Royal British Legion. Oh, and it's just coming up, it's just pinged up on my phone as well. It says you paid £102 to the Royal British Legion. Jaden's phone. It's very clearly very, very popular. Can't hear me right now because I'm holding this. So I'm absolutely thrilled about that. So thank you all very, very much indeed for purchasing the Poppy kits, because that's all of your money gone directly there. So I'm really, really, really pleased. Thank you all so very, very much indeed. And let me just show you Poppies again, up close, bit blurry, but there's your Poppy. That will be Poppy. That's the back, the rough back of the other Poppy. Do you want to just see the batiks really quickly? Look, batiks, 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 batiks. Ignore the Costa. Batiks, batiks. In fact, I'll show you all my lovely things. Look, so many things. Buttons. In fact, I put this ribbon on the website and I put that it was 1 metre, and it's not. It's 10 1 metres in each pack. Couldn't believe it. But look, it's a bit manic. Look at that. Oh my goodness me. Right, so let me flip you round. I'm going to just flick through the comments and choose somebody. That was very close. Choose somebody to win this design roll. Right, I'm just going to scroll through and I'll look away. I'm just going to the top of the comments. I'm just going to scroll. And Judith Hubble. There we go. Judith, you have won the design strip roll. I'm trying to always think of what design roll. Pinwheel. That's what I've been trying to call it, a pinwheel. Judith, you have won the pinwheel. Well done. Message me your address if you wouldn't mind. Judith Hubble. Judith Hubble, I absolutely love that name. It reminds me of Mildred Hubble from The Worst Witch. So that's lovely, lovely. So just message me via this page or Avid Crafts page, whichever you want to do, and I'll send that out to you. I'm just thinking if there's anything that I can show you that you've not seen.
probably not. Right, I'm going to go and tuck the children in. Thank you all for purchasing the kits. I'm absolutely thrilled that we've donated £102. Thank you to Sharon. I don't think she's watching now, but if she watches on catch up, thank you to Sharon and your lovely brownie group for donating. How much was it? £36. So that's great. I'm off. Thank you everybody so very much indeed. Have a lovely evening, have a lovely weekend, and I will see you next Wednesday for Wednesday workshop. I'm not sure what we're going to do yet, but it'll be cool. See you next week. Bye.